Alright. So, my Wi-Fi spectrum, right? Click that. Jesus Christ. So there has been, the normal person and the normal conspiracy theorist has always talked about some sort of Wi-Fi chip or some chip or a chip that gets placed into a person. Hey, Adrian. Um, I obviously I don't think that it's any sort of I don't think it's. Thank you guys so much for the likes already. Thank you, whoever's watching. These people who 5 years ago, someone who would have said that people would have had chips implanted in them would have been some conspiracy theorist. No, it's not conspiracy. They're doing it all around Sweden and a lot of these European countries, and a lot of them do it so they can boom and they can knock it up to the doors. Obviously, the doors open, but they could also do it towards the like vending machines, and then it goes onto their credit card or their account or whatever. I watched Infowars last night, and I know a lot of you guys might not believe or not agree with Infowars or whatnot, but it was a very heavy episode. Um, it was a super heavy episode, and it was very frightening because it makes you it really makes you think, like, because you know how the what's the cartoon, the what's the dude on the skateboard? I don't know. I didn't watch cartoons. The Simpsons. uh they had Trump as a president, and who was president after Trump? It was a female. And what did she say? She said that Trump, he, she literally said Trump. He lost. The economy crashed because it was a fake. They made it seem like it was a fake. It was a fake economy. Like all these jobs, the 266,000 jobs that he just got, they're saying are fake. All right. Just like this Ukrainian bullshit. And just like, God, if you could only imagine charging. Can you believe this dude? Can you believe this dude? Like, seriously, he's sitting here. He told Tucker Carlson that he was holding water for the Russian government. Like, what? This dude can straight face look at you and lie like that. And lie like that. And you can see it in his crazy ass eyes. You can see it in his eyes. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And he is the one in charge. He's the one in charge. He's the one that's handling all this. That's scary. I'm hoping in my mind that this can all be reconciled, you know. But today I was thinking, I'm like, what if this is all the plan? Because I watched Alex Jones, his video today, and he had a ex Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, whoever who worked with them and stuff, and they were saying a lot of shit, almost to the point that like it's like we've gone past the point, like it's too late, and I don't know. I don't know if it's too late. I don't know if it's too late, but what Well, all right. So basically, what he said was, well, I don't even know how to say it. So basically, what he said was, all right. What was he saying? He was saying, he was basically saying that it's all locked down and there's nothing, nobody can do anything about it, any of this shit. Um, it's too far into it. A lot of these people believe that Hillary Clinton's gonna come into the scene, and God, I can't even. Why can't I think right now? Let me take a sip. I can't even take a sip. Oh. A lot of people think that Hillary Clinton's going to come back in. I don't believe it's too late either. Thank you. Did you watch that? The chips? When she called in, and I never thought that AJ was like ridiculous talking about those chips. Those chips are for real. Those chips have been in the they've been in the ethos for a long time. All right? When she called in and she was so serious about that dude who was and what did we get? Google Google. All you got to do is Google homeless arrested. There's been many videos on YouTube about the homeless being arrested in California. So what they want to do is they want to arrest them, throw them in something, and then they want to put them into the indoctrination camps. What that lady was talking about blew my mind because either he could have went to the jail, but that means they had to implant something in him. And that freaked me out. Oh shit, I only got 15%. I only got 15%. Yeah. What did you think about that? What did you think about that? I'm sorry, but that stunned me. That stunned me. You know why? Hold on, let me plug this in. That's crazy. So the lady said that she knew a bunch of homeless people or whatnot, and the dude went missing for a while. All right, the dude goes missing for quite a while, and then what happens? She meets back up with the dude, and this is a liberal woman who is she has a nonprofit organization that helps like the homeless, right? So she's not on any other side. I think she said that she did start wondering about things, so she started listening to Alex Jones, and she thought he was crazy about talking about these chips, about these microchips, and all this crazy stuff or whatnot. So she can't find David. She still can't find Alice. Alice is gone. She don't know where Alice is. Alice is another one that she used to see all the time. She's gone. She don't know where Alice is. Alice is completely gone. David comes back saying, I was locked up for 60 days. They wanted to put a chip in me. Now, I heard it one time. Did they put the chip in him or did they not put the chip in him? I'm not sure. I would assume that they put the chip in him if they put him in jail for 60 days. They probably would have put it in him and then told him, "You're gonna stay here." You know what? I've been in jail. I've been all. This is scary shit. What they're doing to people nowadays. This is so fucking scary. It's creepy. It's authoritarianistic. It's very scary. And now that they have all the data on everybody, it's freaky. So what they did, what is that? Do you hear that? Sounds like someone's having a fucking party over there. Someone's having a party. I don't know. I don't agree with that. It sounds like they're I can't even like speak about the shit because it's so crazy. So they have this chip that they're putting in the people, right? They have the chip. The lady finally sees the dude after like a couple weeks. And I was so blown back by watching this on Alex Jones. Oh, he's a conspiracy theorist. Well, you don't watch him, whatever. Whatever. I was so blown back by watching this because it really actually this is the only time I've ever been actually freaked out, to be honest with you. This shit freaks me out, right? We all know the Weathermen, Project Weather Underground in the 70s, right? They wanted to what? Just they wanted to kill 25 to 50 million people if they didn't believe in their communist takeover, right? They wanted to have re-education camps. Re-education camps are actually truthful. Re-education camps are actually littered around our country if you actually do the research. Re-education camps. They're there. Nobody wants to believe it. Oh, it's just fake. It's just fake. Yeah. So, I mean, thinking about that shit, you're like, oh, what the fuck? No, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that whatsoever. So, basically, what was I talking about? What was the original? The original thing I was talking about was that. And the scary, well, damn. I mean, that's kind of freaky, to be honest with you. So the thing I was worried about last night was the thing I was worried about last night is Trump really real? And after I watched that, I'm like, is Trump really is he real? Or is this whole thing a fake? Because we all saw back in the day, we saw The Simpsons, and The Simpsons episode shows after the Trump, it was what's that girl's name? After Trump was president. So they're trying to fake like how good the economy is. They're going to try and fake how good the economy is and say, "Oh, the whole thing was fake the whole time. It was never that good. There was never that good unemployment. There was never that good this and that." This is what's scaring me right now. After I heard this last night, I thought about this. I'm like, what the fuck? This is freaky now. Now, do I believe is Trump real? Is this whole thing for real? Is this whole thing real? Like, is he doing this like as like an act? Would he do this for 2 years for an act? I honestly, I don't believe he would. So they're saying, oh my God, it's just amazing to think about. Like if you think about this, like you're like, what the? I hope not. I really hope not. I truly hope not. Cause I do believe in him. I do believe in him. I believe in him. But so if you think about it, so the Simpsons episode shows a woman president as that little girl, whatever her name is. I don't know what her name is. But she shows like an uptick. She shows like a chart. Lisa Simpson. Yeah. She shows an uptick and she says after Trump's presidency, this was I don't know when this was. After Trump's presidency, we went into massive debt after he crashed the economy. What? Now, the only thing that makes me believe that Trump isn't part of this is to believe that in the 80s, he was on Oprah and he was on a bunch of channels showing that he is patriotic and that he would help his country out if he needed. If he needed. All right. Now, this is the only thing because a lot of people say the Simpsons show a lot of these like realities before they happen, all this and that. Now look, Trump did show a lot of realities before in the early 90s saying, he said if I have to become the president or if I have to run for office, I will. I will do it. If it becomes that bad, I will do it. Now, we're and Simpson was created after that. The Simpsons were created after that. So, because a lot of these people believe that the Simpsons control all of this, and they believe that, like, this was that. I believe the Simpsons were making fun of him, saying that he would have such a bad economy afterwards. That he would be such a bad president. Like they were already mocking him then. It's almost like they were already mocking him then. All right, this is what I want to believe. Look at the Simpsons series where they show Trump as president, and then what do they show after that? They show a female. Now, the scariest version of these events right now, all right, right? Let's go through this. The scariest version of these events are that Hillary could come back into the game. I really do think Trump is real. I believe God's plan is for Trump to fight. You know what? I believe for that as well. Please like it. If you're watching right now, please like. Please like. That helps me so much. I also believe that as well. I also believe that as well. But it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Thank you for that like. Thank you for that like. I really appreciate that like. I saw you. I saw you. Sometimes it's hard to believe in things. Thank you for the like. Thank you so much for the like. Sufficient foot. Stuffy or wait. Scufflefoot. Oh, thank you for the likes. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you so much for the likes. But there have been homeless people that have actually been found by people who are nonprofit organizations who work with homeless people who have lost their friends for a couple weeks, right? The woman that was on Alex Jones the other night, she lost him for 60 days. 60 days in jail is quite a while. Quite a while. When he got released back on the street, he told her they wanted to put a chip in him. They wanted to put a chip in him, right? We already know that this is already happening in places like Sweden and stuff like that. You have these businesses with these nice buildings where they have like you put the chip up to the you put the chip up to like the you get coffee or some shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? These aren't those chips. These are the chips that they put right there in your thumb. Supposedly, jails are actually doing that now. That's quite freaky, right? Alex Jones has been talking, and he hasn't actually released everything that he's said, but on his last episode, he has talked about he's been hiding in bushes in Austin, around those places, and he has got people in white vans catching people, like picking people up. They're taking people, all right, like they do in China. In China, they actually have vans where they take you in, they cut your organs out, and they throw you. Right? A lot of people don't know about that. Well, I don't know about that, but this is all wild. So I don't know, but so the Simpsons back in the '90s said that Trump would be president. Right? They said Trump would be president, and they know everything, right? They know everything. I don't know. That just kind of freaks me out, right? It freaks me out. It makes me think, like, is Trump really real? Like, if they said this back in the day, but then, do you know what I think in my head? He was on Oprah in the '80s, right? In the '80s, Trump was saying the same exact thing that he was saying today. If it gets to the point where I need to run, I'll run. I'll run. From if it gets to that point, I will run. And he has. So I don't know the wall. And then I'm like, okay, the wall going up. And what I just heard on InfoWars last night freaked me the hell out. It freaked me out so much from what I heard last night. What I heard last night was talking about the chipping and all of that, and like basically you'd be like locked in, and I don't know. It just freaks me out. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think he's real. From what I know, from what I've witnessed, he seems like he's real. I love you guys so much. I know you guys are astonished that I actually like turned my camera on again. I'm surprised this dusty ass camera works. I agree with him years ago being very patriotic too. Yeah, yeah. On Oprah in another show saying he didn't want to be president, but he would if he needed to be. Simpsons, do you know what I think? The Simpsons saw that and they saw that as a threat. The Simpsons saw that as a threat. They're like, fuck, this dude's really patriotic and he'll really change shit. So they had to make him look bad. So Simpson like all these Simpson like whatever like trying to like act like, oh, we're gonna like show the future. I believe they were just trying to make him look bad in front of the mass majority of people who watch The Simpsons, which is the most popular show at the time, to make him look bad. Because what did they say in front of the mass majority of America? They said after Trump's economy, right? And then it was a woman president. It was a woman president afterwards. After the Trump economy, oh, they said that. And then it was a woman president. So I think that was all brainwashing because they knew they had to like throw these little things in there. They knew he was going to become president at some point. They knew that he was going to run. That's why they all laughed at him. They all laughed at him. Just like they did at that comedy, that night. Remember when they all laughed at him, and he just was like, "Okay, just wait. Okay, just wait, just wait." Hey, I love you guys. I love you guys, but thank you for the other like. I appreciate the other like. They're doing microchips in they're doing microchips in people right now. They are actually microchipping um people who do not have places to live. They are going to, how can I say this? Thank you for the other like. Thank you for the other like. I appreciate that. They're microchipping. Just know that. They are microchipping people right now. How did I get another like? It's at 7. I did anybody watch the Alex Jones show today? The lady who called in who works with homeless people. She said she was looking for David for like a week. He came back after what, 60 days? She was like, "Where have you been?" They microchipped him. They microchipped him. They are microchipping people now. California. What does California? Google it. California is arresting homeless. California is arresting homeless. Oh, what? What? Eventually, we'll all be homeless till they kick us out. These people are disgusting. These people are absolutely disgusting. These people are gross. She went to ask him what the hell happened. He was in prison for 60 days. Look at the YouTube channel. Are you afraid of Alex Jones, or is he someone you don't want to watch? Go watch it. That episode was the scariest shit I've ever seen because they are out there. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I love you guys so much. Born a Hawkeye. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta work tonight. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming and visiting my page. Thank you guys so much for coming in and hearing what I have to say. You know I love you. Talk to me down in the comments. You know I like talking. I love you guys. Born a Hawkeye. I'm out. I love y'all. Born a Hawkeye. I'm out. I love y'all.